In this video, we're going to be taking the Wizard C2 chassis, and we're going to be doing a couple brass upgrades to it to improve the front-rear weight balance. So let's get started by getting my scales out and seeing stock build of this truck. What is the weight distribution? As it sits right here, it does have this standard body on it, servo mounted up front, no battery in it as we test it, and I have a Furatech Python plus Outrunner setup, ESC, and a receiver set up here. Very basic build, nothing else done to it. You know, everybody says a crawler should be 60-40. It passes, it's within a couple percent there. Total weight's 2073, front's 1277, 62%. But in this video, we're going to be putting on the brass parts and some brass inserts for the wheel. We're going to be putting all of these in the front to see what we can do and how we can change that number. Tools needed for this job are pretty simple. Regular box wrench to get the wheels off, 1.5 2mm and a 2.5mm hex driver. I like to use them with my works driver here, plus a some blue thread locker for some of the metal parts, and I use this CowRC metal tray. First step here, we're going to take the hex off. It has a set screw that runs right through it. And with our 2mm driver, we're going to come right in here. That steering linkage out of the way, and then we should be able to just push, and off comes the old hub. This gives us our first chance to compare the new versus the old parts. I always do like to just double check dimensions, what everything looks like. Note that we do have these little bushings that are very, very important, and you need to be able to swap those over. They go in from the inside out. The new hubs here did come with new bearings, which is nice. So I'm going to take it, right? A lot of times a crawler sees some mud, it sees some dirt, it sees some water. Bearings are good. Quality looks great. Let's see how they bolt up. You're going to slip the drive shaft in first. You may need to make sure you hold those bushings on that we were putting in there. Found it a little easier to put the drive shaft in first, made lining everything up just that little bit easier. As I put these screws back in there, I am going to use a little thread locker. Just like that. All three screws, bottom, top, and the steering linkage over here, all back together. Make sure it moves freely. If you forget those bushings, sometimes it'll be a good indication. It may squeeze in and be hard to turn. But as long as it's nice and free to turn, then you're in good shape. You go ahead and put this hex on, and then we jump over and do the same thing on the other side. The only difference that it should be on this side, top and bottom screw should be the same. This is just obviously a longer screw that goes through here because it has the servo linkage and the drag link across. So just make sure that you pay attention that the drag link goes in the middle, servo linkage goes on the top, and then just make sure we're putting that back on. I'm going to skip this on the video, assuming that it's the same, and I'll hop back on if there's anything that is noteworthy as we do it. As expected, the other side went on really smooth, still turns well and all that, but those are some massive hangers down there. That is a lot of extra weight. I'm going to be very curious once we get all this on the scale how much it really moves everything. But we're not done yet. We still have the wheels to do over here. Or their super fancy wheels here. They actually make multiple little inserts. It's all for different faces. Yeah, I got the wrong ones because they didn't have the ones with this circular pattern. They didn't have those in stock. And so I got this one. It'll look interesting. It'll put a different pattern through the backside there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the big thing about it is it'll do the job. It'll add just that little bit extra weight here to the front of the crawler. I'm only doing it to the front, not doing it to the rear, of course. And normally I don't do this. Normally I'm not a big fan of anything that's rotational weight. So this is a first for me, and we'll be trying it out on this crawler. This is one of the ones that goes the slowest for me. So it's probably the best to give it a shot on. These wheels, fortunately, do come apart quite easily. It's just these 6 screws here in the front, and then the whole thing comes apart. Alright, hex falls out the back. With the wheel apart there, you can see the difference that we're talking about. Again, I always like to match them up. So really, same part, you can feel the weight difference. It's not a lot though. It's a little bit. It's not a lot. I don't know if this is worth it. If you're going to be doing the hubs, those are clearly a lot of weight. They're a lot of worth it. This right here, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know if it's really worth the effort, especially since I got the wrong ones and it's going to look silly. But it's okay. We're going to go forward with it and see how it does. If you do have trouble assembling these, they actually do offer a tool to help assemble them when you buy the wheels. It comes with them, and I have it obviously because it came with the kit, and I have no idea where it went. But fortunately, these tires are already seated in, and so this assembly is actually quite smooth. There you can see the difference with and without the brass weight. Just for giggles here, I got the scales back out. This is the non-weighted wheel. That's 149. The weighted wheel over here, 181. So about 30 grams, about 30 grams gained just in the wheel alone. Well, I don't know the number yet for how much heavier the front is, but the tire knows. Look at the squish we have down here. That, I wasn't there before. That looked a whole lot more like this. And now, yeah, I got a little more contact patch, I would say, down on the ground. As a reminder, what we were looking at before, I believe about 62% weight bias on the front. And now we are at 66. So we have added, oh, what was that? Just shy of 300 grams of weight total on the front of this truck. Out of 2,300. That is quite a large percentage increase. Next up for us is get it out and drive it and see just how good does this truck do now with that extra weight. Test drive is done, and front rock wall, backyard crawler course, wherever I went, I could tell, even though the rocks are wet, wood is wet and super slick, 'cause it's been raining out here for a few days. The truth is, the truck did great on any obstacle that I threw it at. This might now be, if you have the Wizard C2, it's already mostly upgraded straight out of the factory. There's not a lot that you can actually do to it. I think that honestly, if you have this truck, this is a must-do upgrade. You have to get that extra brass, at least on the front axles. Do you need to do the wheels or not? It's a fraction of the difference. If you only had to buy one, definitely get the hubs. Those are clearly a overall bigger improvement. So the next thing I think I'm going to be looking into is a new set of either foam inserts, or probably going to go with some 3D printed inserts. I really am a big fan of those, because now with that extra weight on the front, noticed a lot of rollover in that front tire. I'm happy with the total squish. I'm happy with the additional contact patch that I have, but the rollover, especially on some side hill stuff, was pretty gnarly, and so I think we probably need to tame that with that extra weight. So if you're curious about it, I'm going to leave a link to both the rings for the wheels and those hubs down in the video description, so you can go ahead and click and get those there. Be careful, because that's why I'm going to put the link down there, because there's brass for the straight axle and the portal. You got to make sure you get the right one. And then if you have any questions about how I tested it or anything along those lines and install, please leave them down in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer anything I can there. Any other crawler tech stuff, there'll be a playlist popping up over here to your right, and I hope to see you there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.